we are on objective 82. This is really a review of a lot of things we already should know. Graphing lines on the coordinate plane, right? Some of these, like the very first one, it's going to already be written in y equals mx plus b. You know, it says y equals 5x plus 5. We can't hardly screw this up. The slope is 5, or some of us might want to think of as 5 over 1. But that comes from this 5 to be exact. And the y-intercept is also 5, and that comes from this 5 right there. Make sure that we cross at 5. It's kind of hard to tell, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on A, B, and C, and D. Let's just make sure we know if they're crossing at 5. Like if I look at A, yeah, I think A crosses at 5. But remember, my slope is supposed to be 5 over 1. So I should be rising 5 and running 1. I should be looking like this somehow. So A is no good. Now I'm scooting it over here to the right. Looking at B. Right, here's B. Okay, here's the problem. Like, does it cross at 5? 5's up here, right? I know it's hard to tell, but this shows like crossing down here at negative 5. This is the right slope, though. I mean, this is like a positive slope. But why are you crossing at negative 5? Well, because you're the wrong answer. And now let's look at C. Well, everything's wrong about you. I really hope D is the right answer because this is no good. It's crossing at negative 5 again. That's not the y-intercept. The y-intercept should be crossing here, and it's going down. This is a negative slope. Right? That's terrible. So this is wrong for all the wrong reasons, if that's a thing. All right, here we go. Last one. You better be right because you're the only option we have left. Answer D. All right, here you go. It crosses at 5, right? That's 5. That's good. And then it would go up 5 and over 1. That's how you're getting from here to here. And that's a positive 5 slope, up 5 and over 1. Yeah, and it looks like it's going uphill. So it is this one right here. Example 2. Y equals x plus 4. This is y equals mx plus b. But note, if there's no number left of x, it's not a mystery. All right, let's be smart about this. If there's no number next to x, it's not 0. Okay, that was a different lesson. We learned that 0x would be just like nothing. If there's no number there, it's actually 1, or 1 over 1, for like rise 1, run 1. And the y-intercept is 4. Okay, make sure that looks like 1 over 1. Okay, so let's go check A, B, and C, D. 1, we want to make sure, start here. Make sure you cross the y-intercept at 4, and then we'll check to see that you got that positive 1 over 1 slope. Looking at A, hey, maybe we're lucky here. Problem A, or problem A, answer A. It does cross at 4. This is 4, right? The y-intercept is 4. That's great. And then check, does it look like it's a positive slope? Yeah. Is it going up 1 and right 1? Yeah. It's going up another 1 and right another 1, and up another 1 and right another 1. That's it. We did it. Sometimes we're lucky, and the answer is A. That's what it looks like. All right, going back, this is a review here. That just flat out says x equals negative 2. Like, there's no y equals mx plus b going on here. Like, what's going on? Remember, this is special. If it says x equals negative 2, there's something special about it. And you have to remember, some of the lines are vertical or horizontal. Vertical or horizontal. If it's just an x equals a number, you got to remember from a previous notes, it is a vertical line. Vertical line. So it's a straight up and down line. So it's not this one, and it's this one right here is a flat line. It's not this one. If it's either A or if it's none of them. When it says x equals negative 2, we got to make sure that the line is crossing through negative 2. And that's what it's doing, right? This one that's the axis right here. So here's negative 1, negative 2. Here's the line right there. It's crossing through at negative 2. X equals negative 2, vertical. Remember, if it said y equals, it would be horizontal. Okay, example 4. We've got an equation, 3x minus y equals 3. That is not y equals mx plus b. Where is it? How do we get a y equals mx plus b? Well, in case you didn't know, that's actually called standard form. We have the x piece, then the y piece, equal sign, and then the number piece. We can't graph it in standard form. Standard form's the worst. So what we have to do is we got to use our skills. We got to y equals mx plus b this thing, and then we can check the answers. Okay, so let's see if we can make a y equals mx plus b out of this thing. Draw a line down there. All right, first thing is this is the x piece. This is the y piece. This is the number piece. You know, and in the world of y equals mx plus b, let's write it right here. You want your x piece to be on the right side. So what we're going to do is come over here and we're going to eliminate it with some subtracting. It's positive 3x. Let's minus 3x. Okay, 3x minus 3x crosses out, leaving you with just negative y equals. A common mistake that students make is they won't bring that negative down. Now, this does not make 0. Notice, this is an x piece. This is a number piece. They aren't friends. They don't go together. What we do is take the number piece, or the x piece. When they don't go together, we just slide it right into its spot, which is between the equal sign and that number. So it's negative 3x, and that's a positive 3. I can't just say negative 3x, 3. I got to have like something there, and it's the positive 3. I'm going to put a plus sign. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. This is almost y equals mx plus b. The only problem is that negative sign. So remember that this is really, a negative sign is really a negative 1. So that's a coefficient on your y. And the way we get coefficients off, coefficients, is you divide, but you have to say, I want you to get off my y, so I'm going to divide every piece. That's the rule. Every piece by negative 1. I put that slash there for dividing. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 just makes positive 1, or just y equals. Negative 3 divided by negative 1 makes, well, it makes positive 3. And then 3 divided by negative 1 makes, all right, there it is. There's my y equals mx plus b, but I'm going to start with negative 3. Make sure that we cross at negative 3, and then our slope is positive 3 or positive 3 over 1. So we'll look at all 4 graphs, making sure you cross at negative 3, and then we have that positive 3 slope. All right, here we go. And let's look at let's look at letter A. Okay, does it cross at negative 3? I would argue, yes, it does cross at negative 3. Is that what a positive slope looks like? No, it's not. Positive slope means you'd go up 3 and over 1, and then you'd have like a line that looks like this, right? So this has the right y-intercept right here, but it has a bad slope. A is not right. Let's look at B. All right, B. Let's see. Are we crossing a negative 3? Man, no, we're not crossing a negative 3. It's supposed to be crossing down here, man. So this is not right. It's crossing at positive 3. I do like that slope, though. That could be the right slope. Okay, problem with C. C's wrong for all the wrong reasons again. That's not negative 3. That's wrong. We're supposed to be crossing down here at negative 3. That's crossing at positive 3. The slope is negative, though. Interesting. All right, here it is. It's got to be it. It's got to be D. All right, you're supposed to cross at negative 3. Let me get you lined up here. All right, D is the right answer. You're supposed to cross at negative 3, and it does. And then it's supposed to have that positive 3 slope. Just so you can basically just tell it's positive. It's got to be the right answer based on all the other ones. But it goes up 3 and over 1. That's how you get up 3 and over 1. But most importantly, we're crossing at the right spot. And then you've got that positive slope. So on this one, the answer is D. All right, it's objective 82. Just a basic good refresher. Do remember, though, if somebody throws a line at you that says x equals 2, it's vertical. If they throw something at you that says y equals 5, it's horizontal.